Welcome back to Stationeers. This is Europa. Well, it's been a long haul and we're on day 402. But we have got plenty of soybeans growing. I say plenty because I'm growing as many soybeans as I can and they're going to seed. Oh, you need fertilizer. Here you go. Perfect. And the potatoes are growing automatically as they have been, and yeah, everything is working good. Making the fuel, which I've run out of once again, but we're getting a decent amount of water, so nothing wrong with that. Speaking of which, yeah, I better go ahead and top off all my stats. Have some food. What do I got? I'm empty. Empty in the cooker. So this is all that I have left. Not much. I think I need to get the potatoes over there growing, or something growing over there. Yes. But, well, that being the case, I really would like to get some better variety, though. I might just go ahead and get the trade tracking automated, which, yes. Well, let me get my suit put on. Nope, nope, nope. Oh, I did get some sensor lenses made, so I can actually find ore a lot easier than just trying to scour the surface. So that's rather handy. Come out here. Da-da-dee-da-dee. Come on, hurry up. Go ahead and turn these lenses on with this chip. All the ores show up. Oh, there's a lot of copper down there. Ah. Yes. Some iron. Probably silicon over there. So, yeah, this is quite a handy thing to have. And I actually have had to go out a few times and gather more resources, so I have gotten some use out of these. However, the drills are continuing to, well, drill. And they are doing a bang-up job of getting a decent amount of resources, including an unbelievable large amount of coal. And the batteries are not doing great, but as much coal as I have burned, I keep getting a lot more coal. So, yes. Put you up. Put you in there. You're going to go ahead and get those up for a fair bit. Oh, how are we doing for a storm? I need to probably relocate that. Yeah, I'll do that later. Right now, I need to focus on all the myriad other things that I need to focus on. Like trade. Trade is a thing that I need to get up and running, so I've gone ahead and added a housing. Guess I could turn you back on. Yes. And, let's see. Let's go inside, because just because there was a green light on the store weather station doesn't mean there's a storm right around the corner, because you know how that works. Right. Let me get... just check you on the floor like you do normally for a laptop, and, let's see, is there something on there? Yeah. We'll just go ahead and clear that. And, confirm and export that, so that's nice and clear. I hope there wasn't anything important on there. Oh, too late now. Right. Now, I could go ahead and try to do some code manually, but why do that when there is already a script out there that will do what needs to be done? If I just remember what the... I believe it's a satellite dish controller. Another script by Cows Are Evil. Mick's a great guy, and definitely check his YouTube channel out. Amazing work and really fun and entertaining. So now, in this particular script, requires one dish, and a small, medium, or large. Well, we've got the medium, and so that works. And it can call down a decent amount of ships and planes with the power that it has, so not too worried about going to the large dish. I'll need to get a light, and the dial is optional. And what the options are down here. You can go ahead and specify if you're looking for a particular certain thing. Oh, seeds. That would be kind of handy, wouldn't it? Yeah, so let's see, I count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So 7 would be seeds. Well, that's exactly what I'm looking for. I don't need ice. Don't need ores. So, a light I probably have printed out somewhere. A dial, however, I don't have a dial. Well, I'll confirm that. Export you, and that's a pretty good chunk of code, but let me put that somewhere special so I don't forget about it. Close you up. Put you back in the belt. I should go get, do I have lights in here? No. Oh. How's my filter doing? Oh, filters are okay. Gases are okay. Batteries, okay. Well, okay. Right. Well, I should have enough resources to print out a light, and I'll need to print out a dial anyway, so I'm headed in that direction. Come on, hurry. I guess at this point I could get rid of the... No, I don't want to get rid of the airlocks. Don't want to get rid of the airlocks, because, you know, the moment I do, something bad will happen. Right, so I'm still doing pretty good for most of the resources. I recently made a batch of Electrum. And, right, so I will need a logic switch. Logic switch, okay. That won't cost too much. And then a light. That won't cost very much either. Give me one of those. Right. I'll go out this way a little faster. And we'll go back around this way. Let's check on the... Oops, too far. Alright, so you're got a long ways to go. Yeah, I'm a bit low on fuel. Been making water like crazy, and strangely enough, it uses up all the fuel. So, weird. Let's see. LED, sure, why not? Here we go, and then I'm... Oh, dial. Silly. Dial. Let's see. Dial. It looks like a dial to me. You know what? That might actually be better placed over there. Let me do that. That's a welder, not the drill. Yeah, let me put you over. Oh, screw through again. And there, and okay, I've got cable cutters. And get it around the right orientation. I guess it would help if I put the chip in, huh? Turn that on, turn it off. Screwdriver. Alright, looking for the dish. Well, medium-sized dish. Looking for the lights. That will be the LED, and looking for the dial, which will, strangely enough, be the dial. Reset the code, turn it on, and what should happen is it initially goes through a search pattern. Anytime now. There we go. Whew, had me scared there for a second. I have a hard enough time debugging my own code, much less somebody else's. Although, Mick usually really puts good comments in his code, which, yeah. Right. Now, if I remember correctly, it was 7 for the seeds. So, if I go up to 7, it should ignore everybody else until it gets to somebody that has seeds. Then it'll automatically contact them. Yeah, so the premise of this is it searches around for a signal, and as it is attempting to contact the signal, the value of the signal strength turns to -1. And so there's a built-in timer of if it takes so long and it's still -1, it will jump back to trying to get a better signal strength. And once it dials itself into a quite an accurate the pointy thing to the once it's accurately, for lack of a better term, locked on to the target, it will then initiate the interrogation automatically. The light will change depending on the status of the interrogation and all that good stuff. And no, too bad. 6x6 needs an oxygenated environment. Hey, I built this thing. I'm not gonna go build the bloomin' airtight thing. No. But it's gonna do its thing. And yeah, we'll just have to check in on it later. Yes. But it's just going to continue to search and search and search, and yeah. Enough of that. Now, what is another... Oh, yeah. I need to get this thing over here. I need to get this over here. Pressurized better. I popped all the floors and the pressure's dropped, but I need to get more of the gases in here that I need. But I also need to have the gases in here at the proper ratios. So what I have done is I've gone ahead and hooked up an APC to the elevator, as well as to all of the atmospheric units that I currently have, which I don't have filters for, spray painted. I need to get another atmospherics unit to filter out any of the gobbledygook that I can reasonably expect to be in the air. I have put up a housing, and I have piped in, except for the regulators that I wanted to put up there. But, you know, the more I think about it, I might just do one-way valves. Yeah, I might just do one-way valves. So, the basic premise is carbon dioxide, the nitrogen, and the oxygen are all going to be connected to each other via pumps. So they're all separate, but they'll all go in and be piped into the general ventilation system of this floor, which I, yes, have yet to finish, but it takes a lot of pipes and a lot of vents. And of course, this is going to go and come all the way over here, and you continue on along down there. So, yeah, I got a lot of work to do, but that's busy work. Don't need to see that because it's very boring. It's not very entertaining. So yeah, I'll need 3 one-way valves to do that. And that's probably a good safety mechanism because it'll help isolate the insulated part from the uninsulated part. So, yes. So what I need to do, I have a gas sensor right over here. Drop down here. Yes, for some reason, for some reason, get the... For some reason, this is seen as the world, which is not the world because it is an airtight situation. Now, whenever there is a storm and I'm on this floor and I jump up, I get pushed away in the direction of the storm. However, this door is open, right? Now I'm in a room. And if I go up to the next floor, with the door open, with the huge... Oh yeah, I've been adding on, but we'll get into that a little bit later. I'm still in a room. And if I were to go up further, with less stuff constructed, I'd still be in a room. And I can jump up and down, and gravity is more pronounced. But if I go down to the first floor and exit the elevator, it says I'm in the world again. So there's obviously a game glitch in this save. As you can tell, the atmosphere is perfectly warm and not at all pure oxygen, and not at all really, really cold, although the temperature is rather chill down here. I'll have to probably print myself up some flares or whatnot. That or pour some really warm gas into things. But we'll figure it out. So we have the gas sensor here, which will go ahead and tell me what the pressure and the temperature and the ratios of all the different gases are, which is great. And what I can do is I can go ahead and tell it, hey, you know what, we're not over pressure, so we can go ahead and continue to put things in. And hey, I need more nitrogen, or I need more carbon dioxide, or hey, I could really use some more oxygen in here. It's all going to be based on whatever code I create, and basically I'll just say, hey, I want this ratio of carbon dioxide. I want at least this amount of a ratio of carbon dioxide. I want at least this amount of the nitrogen, and make up the rest with the oxygen. Now, of course, the plants are going to be giving off oxygen, unless I can also get my hands on some mushrooms, which would then be using up oxygen and giving off carbon dioxide. That would be kind of nice. Would be kind of nice. That way I wouldn't have to completely rely on making water or a furnace to get carbon dioxide, because I can only breathe so much, right? Right. And what little carbon dioxide I can exhale is not going to feed all of these plants that are going to be growing like crazy. So I really need to get this taken care of. Now, I do have plenty of chips that I have printed out and placed all over the place. For the actual Harveys and the growing setup, I've basically mimicked what I have over there. One's going to be for the Harvey automation, and then the other one's just going to be cycling the lights. It's cheap, it's silly, it's ridiculous, and, well, I may be silly and ridiculous, but I'm not cheap. But anyway, yeah, it works. It works good enough, and until I can find a way to make it work gooder enougher, it'll be fine. So, but yeah, I'm not at that place yet, so I'm not going to worry about that too much. There's no reason to turn any of this on, because I don't have anything to plant under the right condition. Did I say it's going to require a lot of pipes and vents? Yeah. I've got some things color-coded, so that's kind of nice. But, yeah, okay. Let's see. I need, that's another volume pump. May or may not need that for reasons. That's liquid. I don't have any valves. Pressure regulators. Now, that is a thought. I could, whoops. I could put pressure regulators up here instead. Now that's probably not a bad idea. That way, I'm not having to rely on full pressure in lines. I can say, hey, fill this up to, I don't know, megapascal, right? That might be the way to do it. Okay, let's try that first. I can always put the, yes, there we go. Finally made it down. Can always do the one-way valves later if I think this isn't going to work or it's just too cumbersome. Kind of a tight fit in here. Right. No, go that way. Okay. Okay, that'll work. I think that'll work. Right. That's not the right way around. My heavens. Right. Where is the drill? Drill. Okay. There we go. Right? Yes. Controls are towards me. Do that. That. Get upward there. I can just do that. So let me get labeler. And we'll call you 1,000. 1,000. 1,000. And it would probably be a good idea to get this stuff cabled up. Now I'm gonna have to come down, which is fine. Just bit like so. Cable cutters probably be handy at this time. Right. Might as well get you guys charged up, right? Yes. Right, so I were to take my Atmo analyzer, and this is just the thing that's the room atmosphere. There we go. And then if I were to go look at here, no, I want to look at that side. All right, here we go. Pop up again. So hey, we're at 1 megapascal. Getting there. That's going to be a lot colder. I may have to change the cooling settings on the water maker, so these aren't quite so cold. I guess that really depends on how much heat's generated by all this stuff when everything's turned on, because there's going to be a lot of plants. Going to be a decent amount of machinery. Oh, that's right. I still need to get the printers printed out. But anyway, there's going to be a decent amount of machinery. You're going to have all these large batteries and things and whatnot going on. So, yeah, we'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. What is the consistency? If I wanted to go ahead and do like a 70... I'd say 70-30-30, but that's more than 100, isn't it? Maths. Maths is hard. Almost as bad as words. Well, okay. Well, how about we do this? Alright, let's think about the devices. We're going to have a sensor. We're going to have 3 pumps. What else are we going to have? I think that's it? Yeah. We can always add stuff later, so let's say there was some sort of pollutant in here. Oh yeah, where'd all the pollutant go? I wonder if since opening up all the different floors, there is such a small amount that it doesn't show up on the on here. It's possible. Anyway, let's not get sidetracked any more than we normally do, which is, well, a lot. So, alright, 3 pumps, sensor. Really, that's all I need, right? As far as devices go... Oh, yeah, it would probably be a good idea if I name the devices, huh? Yeah, that'd probably be a good idea. Room sensor. And then we can say that you are... the CO2 pump. You are the N2 pump. And you are the O2 pump. Okay. I'm just going to go ahead and step in here and close the door so... I still think that's hilarious. This is normal gravity, and this is world gravity. Yes. So hopefully if a storm comes in with the door closed, the laptop won't go very far.
Hydration critical.
And I'm thirsty, because... reasons. Alright, let me go grab a couple of bottles of water then. Let me top off my water, bring a couple of bottles of water over with me, just in case I get thirsty again. That's a good idea. Have I found anything yet? I'm just kind of curious. Have you found anything worthwhile? You're still searching. Search faster. I need seeds. I need lots of seeds. Alright. Oh well. Speaking of seeds, have you gone to seed yet? You're trying to get there. Oh, you guys are trying. Trying my patience. Alright, whatever. Helps if I open the helmet. Okay. Yes. Go grab a couple of bottles of water. And let me fill up on the food. Right. We'd like to get some potato... Oh, close the helmet. Get some potatoes growing over there. Or at least... well, I'll probably do both. Grow potatoes over there and soybeans over there. And then just start growing potatoes over here. Because the kitchen's over... Okay. Let's close you up. No reason for you to do that. D. Put the chip in the booter. Get into the elevator. You know what? I should probably close all of the doors to the different levels because I want the bot. I'm going to have the same setup on every single floor so they're independent of each other. Mainly because, well, redundancy is not a bad thing, and these doors are normally going to be closed. So there's no reason to have to periodically open up a door to exchange the air. It's not very efficient. So all of those are closed. Let's plop you down there. Let's clear that. Alright, so we will... Come on. Alias the sensor to D0. Alias the... Nope, all lowercase. Try to keep the... Well, anyway, that's me. You do it however you want. This is the way I do it. O2 pump. Alias the CO2 pump. No pump. D2, and then of course, alias the N2 pump to D3. Oh, you know what else? We'll control the cooler here as well, right? If it gets too warm, the cooler. So yeah, okay, alias the cooler. And so that still leaves me with a single pin open. Worst comes to worst, I can always batch right to certain things if I have to, which hopefully I won't have to. Now, let's define some constants. How about max pressure? Well, I think let's try to keep it around 100 kilopascals. That's where most of the plants like to be. You know what? Maybe I do it 105. So if I go ahead and have a back pressure regulator going all the time, that's just under the maximum pressure, it should start recycling all of the gases as needed. Right, so if I have this limited at 105, maybe the back pressure regulator at 104, 103, just to give it enough wiggle room. Yeah, we'll figure it out. We can easily adjust the regulator downstairs, so because that won't be messed with by the code here. Let's try to keep it simple. We'll need a max temperature. Let's see. 293 would be 20 degrees. So let's do 298 for 25 degrees Celsius. Oh, I'm trying to think. You know, we can also define the different ratios that we're shooting for. So if nope. Let's see. Let's just keep it simple, right? Nope. Helps if I don't hit the caps lock. Ratio. Right, so if I do 30% oxygen, CO2 ratio, I say that's 20% CO2, and define the N2 ratio as 25? Let's see. 20 and 30 is going to be 50, so I have 50 to play with. It doesn't mean that I need to go up to 50 to equal 100. Because I don't want them fighting each other, right? I want them to lag a little bit as whatever the plants need. So if they need nitrogen, they need the CO2, or they need the oxygen for whatever I'm growing, I don't want to have the room get topped off with cool gas just to get sucked back in by the back pressure regulator. So if I go ahead and say, hey, have at least 30% O2, have at least 20% CO2, have at least X% of N2, and they'll give it a little bit of wiggle room, because the plants are going to be off-gassing, whatever, they're going to off-gas and whatnot. So, So I've got 50 to work with. Let's say 40. Then I can just adjust these numbers as needed. So, okay, we'll start with that. So, what do we want to check for first? Well, how about let's check for pressure. So let's load into R10 from the sensor pressure. You know what? Could just alias some variables. Probably not a bad idea. Right, so we'll alias room pressure. Call that R10, right? So we'll copy that. Do that. Actually, I think that's it for the moment. So, what's the room pressure? Sensor pressure. Okay. So if we load that pressure into room pressure, what is it less than? Let's see. If the pressure's less than the max pressure, then we should be good. Good's going to be 1, bad's going to be 0. So, because what we're looking for is, do we want to turn any of the pumps on? Or, hey, we're at pressure, don't turn any of the pumps on. Okay. So even if the ratios are off a little bit, we're not going to force too much into the room. Okay. So, set less than room pressure. Room pressure is max pressure. Okay. Load into R0 from the sensor. The ratio oxygen. Set less than to R0. So R0 less than O2 ratio. Yeah, O2 ratio. O2 ratio. So if it's less than, and if we say, so if the room pressure is less than, good. If the ratio of the oxygen is less than what we want, then we want to turn the ratio, the O2 pump on. So both must be true. Put that into R0. If R0 and the room pressure are both true, then we can set to the O2 pump on R0. Now, since we've already loaded the pressure in and checked it and stored it in room pressure, we don't need to do that again. So that's going to remain assigned to that variable. So all we need to do just need to do this a couple more times. right? Yeah, so we've done it for the oxygen. Now we want to do it for the carbon dioxide. Helps if I spell it right. CO2 ratio. So we do the same thing. Load it into R0 that. Compare that to the ratio that we want. If both are, if that's okay and that's okay, turn the CO2 pump on. And then, last but not least, we will do the nitrogen. So check the pressure, set the pressure. Check the ratio, set the ratio, turn the pump on if necessary. Set the ratio for the CO2. If both pressure and ratio are okay, turn the pump on. Same thing for the nitrogen. And then jump back to the start. Now, the only thing that I don't have... You know, instead of a back pressure regulator, you know what we could do? Because what if one of the ratios is off? Let's say for whatever reason we had a room full of oxygen. What could we do? What could we do? I'll have to think about that. Right. Think about that later. Right now, let's go ahead and see how well this works, right? Because it'll be interesting to see if this actually does work. I mean, it should work. And it may work good enough. But what we may end up having to do is check to see, okay, is the ratio... Oh, we could have like a critical minimum. So if there's only like 5% CO2, you know, 5%, you know, whatever the lower limits would be, like oxygen. We need a certain amount of oxygen in the air under pressure to be able to breathe. Like if I were to open right now.
Oxygen critical.
Yeah, that's not going to work, right? And what is the ratio of oxygen here? 11%, 11.5. So that's obviously too low. Now the nitrogen and CO2, they're more than enough for what the plants need. So what should happen, and why is it so cold? Why is it so cold in here? It shouldn't be that cold. That's insulated right there. That's insulated right there. That's all insulated pipe there. It's all insulated pipe there. Why is everything so cold? I don't understand. Something isn't right. None of those pipes are being exposed anywhere. Not going to any corners. Temperature's falling. Yeah. Wonder if there is a glitch in the matrix on this floor here. I think I may have to do something. Let's... That's insulated, all that's insulated. There should be nothing conducting heat. Now let's check for seeds. Okay, anybody going for seeds? Osmo's convenience. You decide to contact them?
Power low.
Hours low. Of course it is. Power. You know, I'm getting a little tired of having to change my battery out all the time. I've got the alloys. I should just print myself out a couple of nuclear batteries. Yeah. You know, I just might do that. What do I need? Got a fair amount of stuff already in there. Nuclear cell. Oh. Yeah, I could... Do I really need to have more than 2? Not at this point. Right, so I'll do that. You know what I may end up doing? I'll test the code out on the first floor, but I think I'm going to test the code out on the second floor. If the temperature is dropping on the second floor, I'm wondering if it has to do with the game recognizing the first floor as the world, even though it's completely sealed up, and the other floors as being actual rooms. That's a potential. That's going to take a little... Oh, and I also went ahead and printed up a hard suit, because I need to test out the rooms that I'm going to build over there. I figure the room's going to have a bed and a chair and a table, you know, just for, you know, relaxing and whatnot. It should also have a locker for storage, because, you know, you're going to have stuff you want to deposit, look at, who knows. Maybe store some extra food, comfort items, you know, extra bottles of water. That way you're not having to constantly go into your suit and whatnot. Speaking of the suit, I'm going to have a suit storage. Yeah. So it'll automatically charge the suit battery. It'll go ahead and empty out the waste tank. It will go ahead and charge up the jetpack and the oxygen reserves. Because why not? That's the whole point of that place over yonder is, you done yet? Oh, you're almost done with the first one. Okay, well, alright. You pop out. You start on the second one. What did I need? I needed something. What was I looking? Oh, I was gonna go grab, that pipe heater. Or do I have, I don't have, any flares over here. No. Probably used them a long time ago. Oh well. Yeah, the pipe heater, although it makes a lot of, uses a lot of energy, I've still got so much coal. And I still have accumulated so much charcoal. Now that I could burn the charcoal, but that's not very energy dense. And do I have extra chutes? I have chutes over next door. Instead of just doing it one at a time, I could go ahead and have chutes, like what? I don't know, 5 or 6 of these things. I still don't have the Stirling engine hooked back up. I'll have to think about that. Hurry up. But yeah, I still need to grab some, I'd like to have all the different airlocks with at least one of the small chargers and with one spare large battery. That, I think, would make the most sense. So if you're like trying to get to wherever the battery charger is, you're stuck in an airlock, you're desperately low on power, you can easily just swap the thing without having the power controller open all the time. Because it just looks, you know, Yeah. Instead of having a dedicated battery charger in here with an extra battery is probably not a bad idea. There you are, and I don't have room to put you because... Alright, I'll put the chip back in the thing, and then you can come over here. Right. And I have not gotten the thing that I wanted to grab because reasons. Right. Oops. Have you gotten a hold of anybody? Nobody with seeds, huh? See, it's not even trying to contact the ones that don't have the right stuff, which saves a lot of time. It's just going to continue doing a search pattern for any of the vendors that would have. You mean nobody wants to bring seeds to Europa? That's just silly. Nebula Nurturers. Nurturers? Meteor Munchies? Either of those sound like they would be the Nurturers, though. That sounds I mean, you nurture plants, right? That's you gonna contact the Nurturers? That sounds like they might have what I'm looking for. Just saying. You okay, what if I go ahead and I turn you to 6? And if I do that, you gonna try to track him down? Asteroid artisans. What? Painting supplies, perhaps? It's a good thing I don't often get sidetracked. Just saying. Hard to tell if it's locking in on a particular signal or not. I'm tempted to put that setting to 0, which would disable the discretionary part. Oh, it's doing vertical. That's a good sign. Well, vertical and horizontal. So that's a good sign, I think. Okay, it's honing in on something. Oh, if I could get some mushrooms or some switchgrass. I really need to up my fuel production quota. Okay, I think it's trying to get better numbers from the Nebula Nurturers, which is exactly what I want.
Hydration critical.
Hydrate. Well, I'm not drinking water in this cold. Alright, I shall return. Wait, this door is open. And let's get water in hand.
Temperature low.
Yeah,
Oxygen critical.
yeah, of course it is. Yeah, I'm trying to figure that out, okay? I'm trying to figure it out. I'll put a waterer over here. Okay, let's go check back on the satellite, because I'm really intrigued to see if it's gonna, Okay, nurturers. That's good, right? Are you focusing on them? Starlight suppers. Hmm. Come on. No, you're... This is ridiculous. Let's let's go to 0. Let's reset the code. Come on, lock onto a thing. I need to get stuff. Now they've contacted them. Sure. Let's see what you got. Go through their rigmarole. Well, even though that's landing, it's still going to go ahead and search and contact all the different traders it can, which is really handy. And you can see here, currently trading. Yeah. Hurry. That is cool, though. Hello. What do you got? You have just processed food. Okay, and you'll take, Well, if I had pumpkin seeds, I could go ahead and grow pumpkins and then sell pumpkins to you. Especially at, yes, but, right. Adios. Arrivederci. Sayonara. How about these guys? You getting closer to contacting them? Because they might have exactly what I'm looking for. Ooh, interrogating. All right. Awesome. Could this be the day? Could day 404 be the day? Let's find out. Land. Hello. Please tell me you have seeds or vegetables, things I can plant. Seeds! Switchgrass! Ooh, 200! Jeez! 2 tomatoes. I'll take that. I will take some tomatoes. I already have wheat. I already have soybean. Mushrooms! Mushrooms! Yes. Ooh, ferns. Yeah, I do need ferns, and the reason being is, the reagent I can get from said ferns. Yes, okay. Oh, sugarcane? Cocoa? Sugarcane. Let's not get crazy. Let's not get crazy. Burn. So I'm down to 193. What can I have? I can't. So I can't afford corn. Bummer. I'm pretty sure I don't need potato seeds. Oh, can't afford the pumpkin. Can't afford the rice. I cannot afford the cocoa, but I can afford wheat, which I already have seeds for, so I'm not too worried. Sugarcane. You know what? I may not. This may be an opportunity. Let me go ahead and buy it right now. Sell. CO2. No, no. Want 8. You'll own 15 a whack, huh? Wow. No. Let's just, thank you. Thank you. And, thanks, Mick. That really helped out a bunch. I'm not gonna lie. You keep searching. You're doing a great job. Only took me, oh, we're at day 405, so... Yes, they're in the vending machine. They can stay in the vending machine for the moment. What was I doing before I was completely distracted? Oh, that was gonna... You up there. You. Hi, Peter. We're gonna go to a cheesy thing. Ah, cheese. That would be a thing they could add, right? You get the milk. It'd be soy cheese. That sounds absolutely horrid. Right. So... what direction is the... Okay, I see the switch towards me. Is that going to be too much juice? You know, that is possible. You know what? That's alright. We'll find out, right? What's worst could happen? Right, let's hook you up. And get the cable cutters. And we should be able to do... Yes, do that. Turn you on. And that is ever so slowly going to heat that up. And it is ever so slowly heating up in here, which is fine. So, what did I do with that chip? Oh yeah, I put it back in there because I needed the room. So if I do that, and I turn you on, you're going to come up with an error, which is fine. So we need the sensor, which is going to be the room sensor. Room sensor. O2 pump, which is ironically going to be the O2 pump. The CO2 pump, which is going to be the CO2 pump. The N2 pump. It's the N2 pump. The cooler. Oh, yeah, the cooler. We didn't check for the cooler, but we should probably call that cooler. Cooler. Right. Cooler is going to be the... Where's the cooler? That's not on the same... No, that's down here. That can be fixed. That can be fixed. Just come here. Right, how do we want to do this? Let's bring it over from here. So in this particular case, if we bring it across right over here and then go up It should be golden. La da 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 dee, la da 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 da. Da, da. Nope, nope. That's not the right key. That's... come on. Right, so screwdriver, and once again, the cooler will be the cooler. Reset. Turn on. Aha! It wants CO2 and N2. Why did everything turn on? That's interesting. Why did everything turn on? That's not how the code is written. The O2 should have come on first, shouldn't it? We still are in the world. Let's step into the room. Take a gander at that code again. Did I make a mistake? Let's see. So there's definitely 20% of CO2. So, pressure, right? So that was the blow pressure, that's fine. Are you less than the ratio? Are you less than the ratio? Yes. So yes, yes, turn on. Are you less than the ratio? That should have been no. And yes, which would have been no. And the same thing for this. Oh, silly me. Silly me. Let's try to give it actual values that it would... come on, hit the wrong button again. It would actually recognize, which is percentages. Okay. I can't export when it's... now! Get over here. Export. So now... aha! See? That's why we test these things out, right? Because, so now only the oxygen is going up, which is fine. Yeah, that was kind of, that was a whoopsie moment. Right. So that's just going to keep on keeping on until it gets done pressurizing this up to the proper thing. And if for whatever reason the ratios start to adjust, for instance, as the oxygen increases, the CO2 and N2 will slightly decrease because, well, ratios are changing, which is fine. And it'll compensate and adjust as needed. So, okay. If nothing else, we should be getting to a breathable state sometime soon.
Oxygen critical.
Okay, not yet. Another thing we could do, because it's keeping up just fine, we could increase these higher. We could. Yeah, let's do it. Why not? Still keeping up, so don't have to worry about that at all. Alright. Okay. Let's see, the back pressure regulator. Don't want to get crazy. Aha, there goes the N2. Because the ratios changed. Yep, perfect. Alright, so that's working just fine. That is working just fine. Now, unfortunately, yeah, that N2 is cold. I'm gonna go change the values downstairs, which, oh yeah. Yeah. The values downstairs. Uh-huh. I have this turned off because I was running awfully low on the fuel. In fact, I had actually completely run out.
Hunger caution.
And I'm hungry. Right. That is empty. That is empty. That has only oxygen in it, so I think what I'm going to do... transfer all of this into here. Open up this one-way valve. Turn these guys back on. Oh, and look, there's a storm. Well, at least my power's going to be up nice and tippy-topped up. Right. Yeah. Come on. Get over. What are you doing? You're okay. You're fine there. How about you guys? Okay, you're okay. Yeah, put heavy filters in here because I had just enough to get 2 heavy filters of something, so I decided to, I was lacking nitrogen filters, so that's what I did here. Oh, yeah, code. I can do that on the computer because, right. So, remember to switch this. Into filtration, import, edit, and we want to change this to, how about 283? That's 10 degrees above freezing Celsius. Yeah, we'll do that. We'll export. Go to the CO2. Import. We'll do the same thing. Now, those should be the only 2 of relevance because we don't have, okay. Just walk away. It'll, okay, what if I did that? Okay, then I reselected that. No, reselected that. Okay, that's fine. Now, this has its own chip not hooked up to the computer because it's on a separate network because of, or is it on a separate network? Ah! Yes, it's on a separate network because of the transformer right there. So I am not able to access it via the computer terminal, and I guess I could pull the chip. Okay, if I pull the chip, I walk over here. Okay, it's a room. Okay, good, I can jump up and down like a madman. Perfect. So, we put the chip in there, we import, edit. Now, max temp is 283, minimum temp is 270. So, let's see. Let's check to see how... Okay, so if the max temp is that, turn the cooler on. Well, I say... let's make this... You know what? Let's make that 25 degrees. 295. That way, if oxygen does need to get in, it will be completely breathable because we're not relying on it to do any of the cooling. Now, put you there. Let's walk back out into the fray. Back on. And that's at 10 degrees. Of course, we don't have any... We don't have the water combustor running. Ah. Are we getting the rest of that out? Don't have to get it completely empty, but it would be nice to get most of that oxygen playing back into there, so as not to have this clogged up with O2 that cannot be filtered out. I can turn you on, which would then help get this doing its thing. Here, turn you on as well, because why not? Okay. I think that's close enough, don't you? Right. That's slowly gonna go down. Alright. I think that should be sufficient. So, turn that off. That goes there. That goes to there. Yeah. So where are we at inside this pipe? We are at 120 degrees. Right, so what I will do... Come on. Come on. I'm going to turn the water burner back on. That's going to fill that up full of fuel. And we're going to make some more water. Those are turned on, so we're good to go there. Okay. Well, I suggest we turn you back on. So we're going to start filling up into here. You're going to warm up. Okay, that's fine. You're going to continue to get nice and toasty as long as we have fuel. Now, I still need to go ahead and automate this part to where it will go ahead and read what are the ratios of the oxygen and the volatiles, and then adjust the setting on the gas mixer. Don't need it to be super precise, but I do need it to be better than what I do now, which is max it out one way or another. It's just inefficient. Of course, that doesn't prevent me from running out of fuel all the time, but right now I'm trying to get the large building properly pressurized, and my power's low. Oh, the nuclear batteries, the dirty. Right. So that's going, doing that heat. So that'll slowly go up. Let's go ahead. Let's do this. I installed a bypass. This is not a one-way valve.
Critical.
Hydration's critical. That way I can go ahead and transfer the heat from this line into the big tank, and the line going that way. Now, since if I up the temperature of the cooler, I can now utilize this passively instead of having some sort of pump thing that would, pump more in here than I want. Now I'm just exposing the heat from one side to the other, and then when I don't want to do that, I just turn it off, and then this is completely isolated except for the one-way valve, which I can also obviously turn off to completely isolate that side. But I don't want to completely isolate that side. I want this to get up to its max temperature, which is going to take a while. So this is a pretty good heat sink, which is going to help cool this down, or keep it relatively cool, which is going to get pumped into here. And it hasn't even reached up to proper temperature yet. So once it gets up to pressure, it's going to condense that water, which is... Yeah. Yep. It's doing exactly what it's supposed to be doing. Yeah, your guys are running. You're doing your thing. So, yeah, we'll just let you continue to do what you do.
Hunger critical.
Hunger's... I'm thirsty, I'm hungry. What are my other stats doing? Yeah, I can blow off some gas. Oh, alright. Let me get inside. Eesh. Ah, da dee da dee. Alright, fine. Are you happy now? Open. This rate, I'm going to run out of potatoes soon. Speaking of running out of things, let's check to see how are you doing. You're still trying to seed. You're still trying to seed. You're still trying to fruit. Still trying to seed. Still trying to... You guys take forever. Trying to fruit, trying to seed, trying to seed, trying to seed. Ah! Yeah, let's pick up more poop and, where are we? Yeah, you need poop. Go back here. Yeah, you could use some poop. That's good enough for now for the moment. I cannot wait to get things up and running over there. So I should actually go check on that, huh? Yes. Yes. Yeah, I'll grab you. Just because I can. Right, let's go see what's going on over here. Okay, so we're up to 35, 36. What if I open up my mask now?
Oxygen critical.
Why is the oxygen still critical? Weird. Weird. Oh, what is the oxygen inside the tank? I bet you it's relatively cool. Yeah, how about if we move some of this over? Okay, that temperature's going up pretty good, which means that should start going up. Alright, that'll work. Right. And, okay, the temperatures here are... That's still pretty cold. That's still pretty cold. What's that? That's 13 degrees. It's warming up a little bit. This can actually take quite a bit of, temperature's starting to go back down. So let me turn that off. In fact, no. We'll let that recharge slowly so as to better transfer the heat properly. But you're doing that. Okay, you're still trying to... Okay, you're trying to get to 40% nitrogen. Okay. But relatively soon, I should be...
Oxygen critical.
Why is oxygen critical? wonder if it's a pressure-related issue. We'll figure it out. However, let's see. What did I want you to do? I wanted to put you actually in the filtration unit so I knew what you were. I think what I will do, since we just had a storm, put you down there. Let's import you there. Put you back. And now I've got you for the other levels. Now I don't have a heater for the other levels, so that'll be a thing. But I think that can easily be rectified. Oh, down. Forgot to close the door. Close the door. Now I gotta get in the habit of doing that. So used to leaving those doors open. Yeah. Let's see. Now here, okay. Here we're still 24, which is fine. Which is fine. I take you and I put you there, and I plop you on the floor there. Export you. Now let's see. We've got to hook up the cooler. Right. Because we don't have a... Right. Okay, I need a valve. I don't have a valve. I need to get a valve. I need to get a valve. Well, let's get the rest of it hooked up, right? Since I don't technically access the cooler as of yet. Or do I? Crap, I don't even remember. Now, check the pressure, do the ratios. That's as far as I got. That's fine. So since it doesn't access the cooler, even though I have it aliased, it doesn't really care because it's not trying to interact with it. So if I were to go to and do this, and of course I haven't named anything, so let me do that first. Yeah, we might as well just stay consistent, right? So room sensor. CO2 pump. Into O2. Right. Yeah. Need to put some floors down. Alright, so we needed a sensor. So that will be room. Yes, room sensor. We've got O2 pump. We've got the CO2 pump. And the N2 pump. And the cooler is non-existent because it's not hooked up because we don't actually have one there. And, okay. So if we reset, turn you on, you're going to fill up with the oxygen. Just like the other. Okay. I'm going to leave you to... Now see? Look at the temperature in here. It's 5 degrees Celsius and has not gotten colder. So something downstairs is leaking heat. Whereas this is maintaining heat. And, yeah, I've done some partial building of the rooms. Having said that, let's take, actually, let's go downstairs and take a gander at it properly. Did I do these already? I think I did these already. So the idea is to have a 2x2 for these smaller quarters. This area up front with the nice view is going to be the cafeteria area. So inside the interior door, which is not airtight, so I don't have to worry about vents or anything. You have a suit storage, you have a bed, you have a nice shelf, and a table and a single seat. You know, we're going to have plenty of other tables and seats out here for everybody to commiserate, but this is going to be, you know, the way that is. Now, the door, I chose the triangle door because it gave the best privacy, keep out my business, of what a normal person would want, realistically. But you still have little portals that you can see through an emergency. This is going to actually, it will look better once I get the floors in out here. But I do have floors in the ceilings. It's got a light. Yes. Actually, if I turn my my pants light off, you can see that, okay, you know, it's a nice soft light. I can climb into the bed. Yeah, it'll work. It'll be nice. And then it's really dark out here. Yes. But yes, it's nice. It could be better. It could be more colorful, but I'll let somebody else worry about the interior decorations. Now, in the adjoining room, it's basically a mirror image. Now, over here on the left side of the building facing Jupiter, can only fit in 2 rooms on these lower levels. I wanted to keep the view and everything open for everybody to enjoy. Now back here, I need to have access back around here for the utilitarian type stuff. Thinking lots of, yeah, gonna have a filtration unit to get out any pollutants or whatnot. And probably have lockers and whatnot for storage. Maybe a vending machine, perhaps back here. I'm not sure. And then over here, we're going to have 1, 2, 3. There'll be 2 doors. So 3, 4, 5. So a total of 7 per floor down here. I was going to go ahead and have the same thing up on the 3rd floor. A total of 7. Exact same layout. Okay, you're still doing your thing. Still maintain. Oh, you know what? I didn't change the. Yeah, let's change the leaders. Let's get you guys going. There's no reason not to. All right. Close this door. We'll go up. And it's a bit of a challenge to get the pipes going where you want them, and so, yeah. And this is not completely finished yet. I need to still bring up a bunch of pipes and whatnot. Yeah. But at least the batteries are nice and charged. So we've got plenty of power stored up in this building. Each floor has 6 batteries on technically separate circuits. So this side will have 3, that side will have 3. Yeah, gotta definitely finish the pipes. Yes, that's gonna be a thing. So I can put the program in, but I'm not gonna turn it on. Yeah, let me go ahead and get things. Export. You can turn you on, turn you off. Get the things set up. Oh, screwdriver's already in my hand. Of course it is. It would help if I, yeah, once again, named things. So, yeah, we'll get that taken care of. Might as well do the top floor too. Now this one was a little bit more straightforward because I didn't have to keep going up, so I could just do angle straight on in. That was helpful. And it was helpful to a point. Now, the point that is not so helpful is now I have to find a way to hook up to the vents up there. So it's going to be a little ugly with it. You know what I could do? Have all of these go on the bottom here, and then go up here and connect in. That way, when I put the floors down, you won't see the pipes. So anything up against the frame is going to be hidden. That's not, however, but you're kind of limited on what you're able to do. Now, for this top floor, since we have the expanded view, I want to do something a little bit different. I want there to be fewer rooms, and I want there to be a lot more room in the rooms. Yeah. So instead of having 2 rooms here, probably make it 1 large room. And then instead of having 5 here, probably have a small room in the back, as well, it's all the way in the back, and then have 2 larger rooms. Yeah, I think that's probably going to be the way to do it. But we'll see. No matter what I do, it's going to look horrible, so I'm fine with that. It's somebody else's problem. But once I get that taken care of, I can get a good crop going down on the bottom floor, and then that's it. That's my goal. I've gotten the trade up, so I've gotten seeds, which hopefully the seeds will grow. That would be kind of nice. I've got to get all this other busy work done. Oh, the housing. Yeah, put the housing right over here. So let's put you down. Program exported. Now, of course, I will need to update the program to include the cooler, which cooler is... Yes, so I need, what, 3 valves? 3 digital valves. Put up all of the pipes. Boy, there are going to be a lot of pipes. But that's alright. We'll get that taken care of. Now let's go back down. And let's see. I want to go back down to this floor, because I really want to see how it's pressurizing in the non-temperature leaking floor. Yes. Well, it's not fast, but it is working. So I really can't complain. I mean, I could complain, but I can only blame myself, right? But everything is working as advertised. So yeah. Oh, how are these holding up? Now that I've got at least 2 going at the same time. Okay. It's still holding its own. Now, if I were to have all 4 floors going at this time, I doubt this would be able to keep up. But for the moment, it's holding around 800 kilopascals or so. Yeah, that's fine. I can live with that. Again, this is not meant to be a bulk flush things open. If I wanted that, then I would probably just have little one-way valves and a vent and just fill this thing up. But I want it to be controlled, and it's going to take time. It's also going to take time to heat up. What's the ratio? It is 30% oxygen.
Oxygen critical.
It still doesn't like it for some reason. Weird. And maybe have to have the pressure get a little bit higher. Oh well. We'll figure it out. What I am going to do is... Yeah, put up all of the pipes. Like, oh, that's so much pipe. Yeah, only 20 a stack? It's not that much pipe. Trust me. Oh, trust me, I know. But... So we got the basics of the atmosphere. Okay. Yeah, it is working as advertised. It said it had enough oxygen, which makes sense. So they'll compete for whatever they need to compete for. Now, the only other question is, if everything gets met, then what do we do? Well, we're probably going to have to adjust the settings, which is fine. We can adjust the settings. And depending on where it gets to, let's see, I would probably bump up the oxygen. Because we still have, remember, we still have that wiggle room, a little bit of wiggle room left in the code to get to 100% all three parts. So yeah, I'll fiddle around with that. Get these, get this space up to pressure, get it up to temperature, get these things turned on, get these things growing, because that's gonna, oh yeah, I still need to hook up, yeah. It's still a work in progress. Ah, shoots. Ah, shoot. Still got plenty of poop over here. I should probably start transferring over the seeds in anticipation of getting these things up and going. But, I think that's gonna about do it for this time around. Oh, I keep forgetting about the nuclear batteries. Ah! Here. Have a nuclear battery. Yes, you charge. In fact, you know what? Have two. It's going to take a while for you to do your thing. I think I am going to grab those chutes, though, and add a little bit of length to the solid generator. Because I think adding two nuclear batteries is going to drain the main set in there quite quickly. And, yeah, I've got that coal. Might as well put it to good use, right? I just want to check on the dish. How you guys doing? More nature nurturers. Nebula nucleus, huh? Well, I'm down on money. I would need to go ahead and, what are we doing over here? That's a little low, so, alright. Yeah. It's, again, it's a work in progress. It's a give and take. Well, we'll make it work, right? We've gotten this far. Somehow. We'll make it work. Well, let me get back inside here. And let's see. Let's put you there, and you there. Let's check on the seeds. You're still trying to... Okay. Guess I have to be patient. Where? And I think that's going to do it, though. We're still making our fertilizer. We're still making lots of potato seeds. Still making our volatile. Still making our water. We're pressurizing the base ever so slowly, but we're getting it done. We've got, what are we doing in here? Ouch, that's really high oxygen. Ooh, I'm almost out of CO2 in here again. And nitrogen. Ooh. Well, I did have the foresight of bringing up the two lines. Maybe I should modify my code so I can have this topped up with the CO2 and the nitrogen. That's probably a good idea. Yes. Yes. Oh well. Well, I'll take care of that and do a bunch of other the menial stuff. But I heard something. Ooh boy.
Power low.
I don't care right now. Okay. I'll deal with the power situation right now. But I'm hearing something that's unhappy. Hurry, hurry, hurry. What is unhappy? Turn you off. What's unhappy? What's unhappy? Nothing wrong with you. Nothing wrong with you. Wait. What? Um... Um... It's because of the cold air, and I had to cool things down. I've introduced more... Whoops. Okay. I can fix this. I can fix this. I know exactly how to fix this. Let me relieve you of some of your pressure and let's fill you up a little bit. Let's take some pressure out of the tank, the line. Yes.
Hydration critical.
Oh, you can. Oh, no, 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 no. Let's open you up. And let's fill you up. Okay. I have a solution. I have a solution to this. I have a fix. I can fix this. How are you doing? Oh, you're nice and toasty warm in there, aren't you? Okay. But anyway. Yes, okay. Well, It's not one thing, it's a million other things. Okay, well, I think that will now finally do it for the day. Quit worrying about the hydration, I'm okay. So, appreciate you watching. Stay safe. See ya.